Alright, so this is a short video that I forgot to make an announcement for my first hour class, and some of you guys might have been absent and missed this announcement at the beginning of class in the other periods. But I want to talk about a thing that you can be doing on this test and any future tests to make sure that you get partial credit when there's opportunities for that. Because in a traditional test, you'd be able to take that test and you would do your work and you'd show your work, and you might get an answer wrong but still get partial credit for a problem. And when you guys are taking your tests online, obviously that's not very easy to do. However, I still want to make sure that you have that opportunity, because if there's 30 points on a test and you get one question wrong that's worth 3 points, well, that's 10% right there. So I want to make sure that you guys have the tools, have the resources, or you can provide those and show me the answer so I might be able to give you partial credit. So here's how you're going to do that. Anytime you take a test, have a piece of paper, a pad of paper next to your computer as you're working on it. And so be very organized. So start with number 1, do your work for number 1, get your answer, and then put that answer into the Schoology test. And then when you're all finished, as soon as you submit and you can quickly get your test result, look at the ones that you got wrong. And let's say if you got questions 5, 7, and 11 wrong. So then you can look at the work that you did for 5, 7, and 11, and if you see that, oh, I have some work here that I had to do to get my answer, take a picture of it and then email it to me. I'd prefer that you email it to me because what I'm going to have is I'm going to have a folder in my email where I can just quickly put all those and get to them all at once. But if there's one like number 7, maybe it didn't really require much, if any, work, and you don't have anything to show, well, you really don't have anything to take a picture of. But for number 11, if that was another one you got wrong and you take a picture of it and send it to me, I might be able to give you partial credit. Now, I want to make sure that this is very clear. This is not a opportunity to do test corrections. So I don't want people emailing me and saying, oh, for number 5, I realized the mistake I made. I was supposed to subtract 7 from both sides, but now I see that I should have, or I added 7 to both sides that I should have subtracted. I don't want that. I want to see the actual work you did while you took the test. So please, that's what I need to see. I don't need to see that now you understand how to get the answer right and you want to tell me what all the correct answers were for the ones that you got wrong. That's not what I'm asking for. This is not a test correction. This is you showing me what you did while you took the test and what you got wrong. Because I want to be able to see what you did wrong so I can see if I can give you partial credit. So as soon as the test is over, do that and then send me those texts. Now those images rather. Again, I prefer that they're in an email format, not in a text message format. Only because it would be much easier on my end to be able to organize it and be able to go through it individually. Now, a couple of things about those images. Please make sure they're not blurry and they're easy to read. Make sure that your work, so that's why it's important that as you're doing your work on the test, that you don't just have a whole bunch of numbers all over your page, kind of like these notes are right now of my to-do list. Make sure it's very organized and very easy to read. And also make sure that it's in a format that I can open. If you're using an iPhone, please make sure that you convert it to a PDF, because so I don't have any Apple devices. The laptop I use is a PC. The cell phone I have is an Android. So if you have an iPhone, please make sure that you convert those to a PDF so I can actually open them up. And also that needs to be done within the hour of you finishing the test, because I don't want people going back and changing things or trying to manipulate things, trying to make it look like they did that work for the test. So it needs to be done immediately right after your test. If you have any questions about that, please email me if you're not quite sure what you should be doing or if you should do it. When in doubt, take a picture and share it with me. As a side note, please be patient as far as the time that it's going to take me to go through all those and make any corrections. So like I said, I'm going to be putting all those into a folder in my email, and then when I get a chance, as soon as I can, I will be updating and looking through those, because I'm not just able to look at because I have to bring up your virtual test, I have to bring up the document that you shared with me, and I have to see what I can do for you. So be patient, because that is going to take me some extra time. But otherwise, good luck as you continue to prepare for your test.